that worked. That worked.
It was excellent.
Everybody is always telling me that I get cut off when I first come on because it's like, bleh.
Oh.
So we added that little in that. That's kind of smooth. That's kind of like, ooh.
We were dancing a little.
It was a little bougie.
It was a little bougie.
Oh, speaking of, yeah, now you want to come out. Yeah. Fly over here in a minute. Hello, everyone. Happy New Year.
Hi, Happy New Year.
I brought a friend today.
Live in person.
We got to make sure she speaks up, though.
I will. I'll speak up. I promise. I'll try not to whisper.
Okay, what is this going on? Look.
I know. Look at us.
Oh, can you tell I have the heater running and it's really dry?
Hello.
What do you all tell me? You are ridiculous.
I know. It's true.
Oh my goodness. Hello, everybody over in the chat. If this is your first time, welcome. Let me know if this is the first time you're catching the live. I see a lot of my regulars over there talking away. If you're watching on the replay, meaning we're not live anymore, just know we do this every Monday at 1 p.m. Pacific time. That's 4 p.m. Eastern, and that would be 3 p.m. Central.
Correct.
Yeah.
And 2 p.m. Mountain.
No. Isn't Mountain same as us right now?
Only Arizona.
Oh, it's only Arizona is like the
You
weird
forgot
place.
the people in Colorado. We love
Sorry.
you. We love you, Colorado.
The time zones just
etc.
mess me up. They just mess me up. It's probably why I live like on the if I was like in the middle somewhere, I would be really messed up. How do you guys do it? Remembering which direction, and it's like, are they an hour? Or are they 2 hours? Like, oh my goodness, my brain would explode. I'm not a number person. Let's see. We got some first timers. I just saw what?
Bougie just kissed my hand.
Bougie. Wait. What are you doing? Are you?
I had my hand back there, and Bougie was tickling my finger.
Come on. Oh, you don't like my sweater?
I will, Diane. I'll try.
Okay, well, get up. Get up then. Get up. Go. There you go.
Oh my gosh, that was the funniest thing. I literally had my hand right behind my back, and Bougie was doing a little nibble on my finger.
Yeah, Bougie's up over. They can see over your head. There you go. Yeah, there's Bougie up there. All right. Anyway, I was just gonna welcome. Wait a minute. I saw someone who said that they're here for the first time, and then you got all bougied. Mimi G is first time. I also have my friends over on Facebook. So on Mondays, we stream this both on YouTube and Facebook. So if you're on Facebook and you're not seeing all the comments as I read them, it's because those comments are coming in over on the YouTube channel and vice versa. So just know that. And then on Fridays, when I do my live sales on Fridays and I go live, I don't stream that on Facebook because that would be too confusing.
Yeah.
And Teresa, oh my goodness. Let's
Travitsky.
Got you. Yes, there we go. We got you.
People are asking me to keep you straight, so I got the pronunciations for you.
All right. Welcome. And then here's one of my Facebook people, Kathleen Perkins. Is it Bomer? Hopefully I said that right.
True colors.
True as in TREW, True Colors.
Or there's a band called the Trues from Toronto, or not Toronto, from Canada, and they also spell their Trues like that. They're a singer.
Where is Cottonwood, California? Is that up north? Cottonwood, California.
I like your name, Gypsy Moon.
Welcome. All right. Welcome, everyone. It's so we could do a whole show just welcoming people.
We could.
So I titled today's show, What Are We Going to Do?
Oh, what are we going to do?
I
don't know.
What are we going to do?
And
basically, because this is the first Monday of the new year, it's kind of that planning mode. It's that, what are you going to do for the year, for the month, for the week? Oh, you're going to eat a banana chip. Oh, look at you go.
Boy.
Yeah, I put some treats up there to keep her quiet.
Bougie wasn't on my head.
I had to look up and make sure that was something she was supposed to have. Yeah, it's a banana chip. She's good.
True.
I did not know. I'm just learning this. She's dunking it in the water to soften it. That's very interesting.
You are bougie.
I did not know that was your tactic on those. That's pretty cool. All right.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, and Melissa's singing Bad Boys, what you gonna do?
What are you trying to say, Melissa?
So yes, we are the cheesy and spicy duo.
Yes.
We have decided that is our gang name.
We're just sticking with it. We tried a few others. They didn't fulfill.
The cheesy, if that's still there, we ought to just buy it
We
the
need
next
to
time
buy
we
it.
see it. I know.
Yeah.
It's been there every time
Yeah.
we've gone back to that store for a while.
I know.
Yeah,
It's true.
it might be there for us Wednesday. Wednesday is our shopping day together because we get the discount.
Because we're,
So.
29 and a half year olds shopping
Right?
at the G-Dub.
That's right.
With our discount.
I get a lot of comments, and
Mhm.
not everyone gets that discount. I don't understand. I don't
know.
understand. Okay, I kind of understand, but I don't understand. So the Goodwill name is I don't know if it's global, but it's a nationwide organization.
Mhm.
But underneath the big, whatever you call that,
Umbrella.
yeah, is then branches and regionals, and they run separately with their own rules and their own this and their own that and their own pricing and their own policies and all of that stuff. And I know there is one like CEO, there's one head guy.
Right.
And then there's just all these regional branches. So they all do something different. And that can get pretty confusing. Like, so Arizona, which is 2 hours away from me, and I go shop at, they don't do the same kind of discounts we do right here in Nevada. And so they send out a coupon every month. Yeah. To their people, but it's just 20%. Just 20%.
And I think I noticed, it's even just Goodwill of Southern Nevada.
Right. That's one of the regionals.
Not even.
Yeah, that's one of the regionals, But somebody was telling me that Goodwill is not a nonprofit, but they are. Goodwill is absolutely a nonprofit. And so I thought I would just talk about that a little bit, because as you guys know, I'm forming my own nonprofit. So I know a little bit more than the average bear on this. So what a nonprofit is, you have different structures of business, and a nonprofit basically is a business that is, number one, they have to have a mission. They have to set out to do something. And sorry, getting little messages over here. So the Goodwill mission is to provide job training,
right?
For, in fact, you know what? I'm gonna pull it up and read the official, because I want to get it right.
I'm going to tell you one of my favorite parts of going to Goodwill, which I told Danny many moons ago. My great grandmother actually got job training at Goodwill because she was considered lame, is what they called her back in the day. She had no use of one of her legs, and so that's part of the reason I like going to Goodwill myself, because it's like I have family history of being serviced.
Yeah. So Goodwill's mission statement is Goodwill works to enhance the dignity and quality of life of individuals and families by strengthening communities, eliminating barriers to opportunity, and helping people in need reach their full potential through learning and the power of work. So that's a long way of saying they help people with job training and help people get jobs that wouldn't normally be desirable out on the job market. That is what their purpose is. So there's no danger of their stores going out of business or closing or doing any of that, because their very mission statement is jobs, and they provide those jobs. So we don't have to worry about that. So what I can tell you with a nonprofit, the difference between a nonprofit and a for-profit business is only one thing. Their money goes into that mission. They can still have all the expenses. They still have to pay rent. They still have to pay utilities. They still have to pay all of the things any other business would. They also pay their executives, and we all know that the Goodwill executive gets paid an exorbitant amount of money, which I do have a little bit of a problem with that. I just
I know.
really, for a nonprofit, I'm all about capitalism and all of that. But
Right.
when we're talking nonprofit, and yeah, I think more of that money should go back into the mission. More of that money should go. In my opinion, others may disagree with me. Diana used to be an assistant manager of a Goodwill. Oh, Diana, we would love for you to tell us things.
Ooh,
tell us
Diana.
things. You want to come on the show and tell us things? That would be fun.
And I did get my purse back, and hi, Marcy. Just saying, just throwing that.
Oh, you good. You can kind of monitor that. It's closer to you over there. So
I know.
You can monitor that chat for me. So yeah, so right now, like with the Niche Foundation, we are a Nevada nonprofit, but it's weird because we still have to pay federal income taxes. We don't have to pay state income taxes, but there is no state income taxes. So there's really no benefit of being a Nevada nonprofit other than it's just the first step you have to go through to be a 501c3, which is federal, under the federal umbrella. So all of the money that I made for the foundation in 2021, I have to pay taxes on it because we're not officially in the nonprofit status yet. And so, yeah, so Goodwill, I mean, every business wants to make a profit. The term nonprofit is a little deceiving because every business is for profit. The difference is they don't have to pay taxes and they have to be very transparent. You can go, and I don't know what the site is. There's a 990 form that every nonprofit has to fill out. It's like the equivalent of a self-employed person's Schedule C. So a nonprofit has to file a 990, and they have to file that every single year. And those are all public information. You can go see all the numbers on any nonprofit that you're thinking of supporting or you want to donate to or any of that. You can go look at all their financials. You can see what they're spending on like their CEOs and stuff, and what they're giving out in payroll and what they're paying in rent and how much they got in grant. That's the other thing. If you're a nonprofit, you can get grants. There's like hundreds of thousands of dollars out there ready to be given to nonprofits. And they're supposed to be using that to fulfill their mission statement. And I can tell you for a fact, I know nonprofits that are not doing that. I won't name any names for legal purposes, but I worked for one. And I'm just hoping one of these days she gets caught up with, because it's still happening.
Somebody was asking about your clownfish.
What were they asking?
How are they?
Oh, the clownfish are good. Everything else is dead.
No.
Okay, not everything else.
Not the little blue
ones.
No,
so since I did the video where I showed you like our new little Blenny and that little purple and yellow guy and the little cleaner wrasse, all three of those died. And I'm not a happy camper. My aquarium guy comes tomorrow, so we're going to have a little discussion because that was way too much money in fish to lose all in 1 week. So.
And it didn't take me too long to find out I missed my purse. So my friend pulled up because, again, I don't know if you heard the story, but whatever, but
you tell it.
So I was shopping with my lovely friend here, and we have, so everybody, all right, let's start way in the beginning. I'm from Buffalo. One of my doctors, I used to work in a hospital in Buffalo, and one of my doctors ended up coming out to Vegas and being in charge of the local transplant center. So because we knew each other, they're like our little piece of our extended family. So him and his wife are expecting a baby. Actually, the baby wasn't due until January 20th. So when I told Danny that there may be an emergency for me to leave, because the day before we went shopping, I got the phone call that the wife was in the hospital. They were inducing her. And so he ended up coming to pick me up. I ran out the door because I was so excited and left my purse with Danny. I know she didn't rifle through it because there's nothing missing. But yeah, I noticed pretty quickly because I went to go grab a credit card to buy like dinner or something when I was over at their house. And I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah, I maxed them all out. I'm sorry.
Well, they already were. So
there's a whole bunch of stuff going to be showing up. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I have to clarify by that. I'm just kidding.
So mean.
Oh, we can finally squelch that. But wait, before we do that,
Go ahead.
Did you finish that story?
I did.
Okay.
Done.
I'm going to show you
Wait,
guys.
there's a baby born though. It was a girl.
Hold on. Stand by. Stand by.
Oh.
This.
Oh, you're getting fancy.
I'm getting fancy.
Whoa.
This is Goodwill's 990 form. Of course, it's for 2000. Now, that's the clincher is they can be a couple of years behind in posting these.
Scamoli.
But this is now I don't know if this is a regional or if this because it just says Goodwill. But here you can see contributions, grants, program service revenue. This must be regional because that's not. Oh, unless that's million. Oh, that must be million. Wowza. 23 million. Program service revenue, I'm assuming, is their sales of goods. Look at that. And then their expenses. But if you go down these things, it gets pretty detailed. Let me find it. It's down here. This is basically their tax form that they have to file. Hold on. Oh, look at that. Okay, no, this is this is the biggie. Okay. And here's all of your board members. And so it's not showing any board members get paid. But here we go. There's your CEO showing $920,000. $920,000. See, I'm sorry. Nobody needs $920,000 a year. I'm sorry. It's a personal opinion there. Not from a nonprofit organization. And the disparity between that and all of the other executives is quite, nobody talks about all the other executives, but there's hundreds of thousands of dollars there that go into those executive pays. So, is anybody hating on me? Because I am giving my opinion. That's almost $3 million goes out in just their executive payroll. Wowza. But let's go here and let's go down to the bottom line. Drum roll, please. Let's see. I'm looking for.
Keep it going.
I want to see there. Here we go. Net $22,613,609. That is their net after they have paid all those expenses.
Wow.
Boom. And that's why I complain about their pricing.
Wow. Yeah.
Because I don't think that net profit amount would change if they price to sell. I think it would go up. I tell you the truth.
I think so too.
I do too. Yeah.
I think so too. Wow.
Yes. So what are we saying over here? Let's see. Corporate shouldn't get that much. Yeah, it's tough because do I want to be a millionaire? Of course I do. But I don't want to do it on the back of people making minimum wage. I couldn't live with myself with that. And I think that's what makes me have kind of a different opinion than others out there is that I am all for anybody who wants to make it in this life, making it big, but you can't do it at the expense of hurting other people. And it's just, you got to be generous. You got to be generous with what you are given. And it's not even money is not even ours. It's just something that we're given the opportunity to be good stewards of and manage, it's because me, I know we're different on it, but we pass through this world. We're passing through. It's a very short period of time in eternity. So do right, be kind, be generous, help others.
True.
Because that's where I think we're just gonna go all editorial here. I think that's where the world's falling apart. It's we're forgetting that. If each one of us helped our fellow man around us, can you imagine the difference that would make?
I know.
And it's becoming a smaller and smaller percentage of the population that has that view. And that's my personal opinion of why this world is going to hell in a handbasket.
You need new friends.
I do? Yeah.
I have a good circle of friends. Oh, you're so cute.
Oh yeah, we don't even want to get into volunteers. Yeah, a lot of nonprofits are strictly using volunteers who are just giving their hours. Yeah. So a lot of them get, and here's the other thing about Goodwill. You could be the devil's advocate. I like that. We don't really know what all goes into the job of CEO of a huge corporation. Well, I kind of do. Like, that's not true, Julia. Because I have done a lot of, let's just call it schmoozing in my life. And it's one of what's the word for it? It's one of the things I do is make relationships with people who are in big places. I have sat down and had lunch with CEOs of large corporations. I've had them speak at my events, and I ask those questions, and it's what happens in a large corporation is just a bigger version of what happens in your small corporation. I mean, business is business is business. Businesses all have the same, you've got expenses, you've got revenue, you've got human resources, you've got to manage payrolls, you've got to, and when you get to a CEO level, what you're really getting paid for is the responsibility, because you're not doing all the work anymore. You're just overseeing and taking responsibility for when something goes wrong. And you're ultimately the say-so in how something changes and happens in your business. And that's why you guys hear me saying all the time, have a board meeting with yourself. You are the CEO of your business, and you get to make the policies and decide how the operations go so that you're not emotional when things happen that you have to deal with.
Right.
And so that's the job of a CEO, no matter what size the corporation. But yeah, there's a huge headache to it, but I don't know. And if somebody point one to me, if I'm mistaken, I don't know of a CEO of a large corporation who's putting in a 50, 60, 70-hour work week while their managers are doing that.
Right.
They're on call, they're like,
there's one, what is it? There's like one place that is very inspirational. What is it? Patagonia or somebody?
I don't know.
The guy, oh my gosh, their CEO, he's a younger guy. He only makes about twice the salary of some of his highest paid employees, but he was giving his employees like beautiful salaries and so many benefits, and just really taking care of his employees. Yeah. And you know how that works. You take good care of your employees.
They take care of you.
Right.
Yes.
Right. I was an office manager for years back in Buffalo, and they were my ladies. My ladies were like my family. I tried to take care of them as best as I could in a county hospital. So I don't know how that goes, but whatever I could do. I mean, the stuff that they would do because of our camaraderie together, and it was just beautiful. So I my lovely ladies back in Buffalo.
The question everybody wants to ask.
What is it?
What is it like to work for me?
Oh, she's a jerk. Absolutely not. No. So if you guys don't know this story, so actually I worked for her originally at the place that she used to manage. And not her fault. I only worked there for 3 weeks because the place, all right. And how many touchy feelies do we have out there? I don't know, you guys, we're a little empathic or whatever. I would go to this place and it literally had the worst feeling in this building. Like, you would go in and my stomach would be upset. Like, you could just feel not good, evil. I don't know what you want to call it. So I felt really bad because she's like, oh, you could start doing pensions for me. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, thank you. I'm quitting tomorrow. I'm sorry.
She quit. She's quit. She abandoned me.
Because it's like, I didn't 100% need the job. I got the job because I sell on Facebook and Facebook vintage groups. And I was hoping to, do be able to get like some items to sell on there. And it didn't work out in the way that I wanted. And Danny was fine, but it was just the place just had that feeling. And I'm like, something bad's going to happen here. I just had a bad feeling. So I'm like, I'm out of here.
It was a bad place.
It was a bad place. And then we re-hooked up because, as you guys know, I have a booth at Charleston Antique Mall here in Vegas. And this little princess came in, and there I had to work this one day, and there was all this stuff on a counter. I'm like, who the heck is buying this 8 million items? She was.
And when she saw me, she looked at me and she goes, "Shut up." And I'm like, what?
I'm like, I know you.
Because I didn't
She's
recognize her right off the
I know
bat.
you.
And then it was like, oh, crap.
I remember that crazy lady.
And the rest is kind of
And
history.
the rest is history. And
Yes.
she's like, oh, I kind of need somebody to help me out. You want to? And I'm like, all right.
Yeah. Yes,
I'm
she is
twisting.
a mermaid. You're she's a desert mermaid.
I am, right? The desert mermaid because of the, right?
And even Melissa's saying, yeah, don't you know I'm the worst, bossiest, meanest boss ever.
Yeah.
I try. I saw a comment up here I just wanted to address. Julia, remember we're talking about nonprofit corporation. I'm very specifically talking about a nonprofit. I'm not talking about other major corporations, and where $1 million may not be off base. I'm specifically talking about a nonprofit who is, number one, they're getting millions of dollars also through state government grants. It's probably on this sheet here somewhere. That pays their payroll too. So it's a little trickier than that, but anyway, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and it's a touchy conversation because everybody does have different opinions.
Absolutely.
And I honor that. Like, I think this world would be a really boring place if everybody just had the same opinion. So I'm not going to tell you your opinion is wrong. And I would appreciate you not telling me mine is wrong, because it is, at the end of the day, it's mine. I get to own it, and her and I disagree on a ton of stuff.
We do.
We're not like in alignment, but you know what? We know how to talk about it, which is another.
Or I just let her talk and ignore.
You shut up now. Let's talk about that. Okay,
no.
This is actually this is just how we are. Like, we tell each other to shut up, and she calls me names, and I tell her she's fired. And sometimes that comes across on the videos because it's just how we play.
We're just goofy. Oh my gosh. Because when you guys know, when you go thrifting, do you not find the craziest, weirdest things on the shelf sometimes? You can't help but, I don't know. It feels like that's been a mission lately, all the weird, goofy things. I don't have a YouTube, Nancy. I'm a big baby chicken, lazy bones. And so I just glom on Danny.
And if there's ever anything you see in my videos with Kari that she picks up to buy, you can email me just the same.
Yeah.
And she'll sell those through my emails too. So yeah, we did used to be able to agree to disagree. I don't know what's happening.
There's all right. For me, some of the disagreeing is people are getting ugly.
Okay, I'm just gonna.
That's all. I'm not going to talk about what the disagreement was, but for me personally,
this is my opinion on it.
Go ahead.
This is my opinion on it.
You tell me your opinion. I'm going to tell you what happened.
So I think what is happening is, over like the last couple of decades, especially, we have gotten more and more broken people in our society. And by broken, I mean hurting, have gone through something traumatic, and self-esteem is at an all-time low. Yeah. And so when we voice something and somebody disagrees, there is this little inner voice going, oh my gosh, what if they're right and I'm wrong? And it plays on those insecurities. And so people get, I got to defend my position because it's part of me. And you see where I'm going? It's a very psychological thing. And so we want to be right, but we're not always sure we're right. And when that gets challenged, it creates this ugliness and this fight to the death stance of I have to be right. And
There's
yes.
that, but I also think another thing is people are fighting dirty and saying terrible things, and that's where I was going to go.
Well, I think that also comes from that same place.
But it's like, for instance, I disagreed with this gentleman was a friend of my family for ages. And he told me I was all right, I'm sorry. I'm going to say one quick thing, and I'm sorry, people, if you don't like this thing. It's not going to be bad, I promise. I'm not
just
a fan
no politics.
No, it's not
Okay.
politics. I'm just not. I'm not a fan of guns because I had an incident happen with my son. That's all. And so I just, I said something about it, and my friend called me un-American because I don't.
And
like
that's
guns.
exactly what I'm talking about.
What?
You
How
have
am I un-American?
You have your reason for it. We all have our personal experience that has formed who we are and what our opinions of things are.
Right.
And that is neither good nor bad. It just makes us human.
Is. It's what it is.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
why we talk about that all the time.
Yeah. And social media has not helped. The anonymity of social media. You're right.
Because you don't see your face. You
Keyboard
can put like a meme
warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that? I don't know, but it was a really good noise, wasn't it?
It was a good noise. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. So that's what I love about my Mondays is we just never know which direction the conversation's going to go. Here we go.
Ha, that's right, Anne. I did fire Danny.
Yeah. She gets to do that. Yeah.
Mikey, woo, what up?
Mikey Bags of Money. Hey, you guys. Mikey just put out a video that you saw my 2 videos with Mikey in it. Now go watch his because now you see the other perspective of him shopping with me.
We could have been dancing in it.
It kind of did look like I almost ran you over though. That was kind of cool.
I know.
I liked that.
Yeah, we did. I know. Yes.
Beep beep.
Yes, that was pretty funny.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, my moderators, you on Troll Patrol. Oh my goodness. What is this new thing the trolls are doing with these letters? Like, I don't even understand what that garbage is. Like,
I don't know either.
Crazy. Yes, that was amazing, Mikey. Mikey, you're going places. Your videos are fun to watch. Everybody go subscribe to Mikey Bags of Money. Let's get him up to his 1,000 subscribers and his however many.
I gotta subscribe to him. Sorry, Mikey.
Yeah. The monstrous amounts of watch hours that you have to monetize so that Mikey can monetize. Let's go do it. Let's make it happen.
Yes.
Make it happen.
Let's make Mikey.
Oh, they are bots? Yes. YouTube, you need to control that. YouTube, come on. All right.
They're asking, why do you give Goodwill your business if you're not happy with them?
Because to do otherwise would be to cut off my nose to spite my face. I'll tell you what they don't get. They don't get my good donations. The stores like Dog Junkies and Hearts Alive.
Yeah.
They get my good donations because they are smaller. They need those good donations. Goodwill gets my junk. I'm sorry. They do. They get my junk, which is still providing the people that are benefiting. See, that's the catch-22. You don't want Goodwill to go away. Goodwill does a lot of good. They do fulfill their mission statement. They do give people jobs that can't go get a job anywhere else. So, and I'll be honest with you guys, like if you could see the metrics, if I do a video that is not Goodwill, it doesn't get watched. YouTube doesn't push it out. It's like,
Isn't that interesting?
I mean, it's my bread and butter too. Yeah. And you have to think about where are you finding the good stuff. And I find the good stuff at Goodwill. So we
still have to go to that other place on Charleston.
Yes, we do. Assistance League.
League.
We're going to do that one day. But yeah, I mean, I do support the smaller thrift stores and try to boost them up as well. I spread the love. Let's talk about Savers Value Village. Savers Value Village, same corporation. They are a for-profit corporation. They are not nonprofit. They get the mind working because they work with nonprofits so that they say supports the Boys and Girls Club of America or supports this foundation. Like what they mean is they're purchasing merchandise from those organizations. They pay 20 cents a pound for hard goods. No. 20 cents a pound for soft goods, clothing, linens, that sort of thing. And they pay 10 cents a pound for hard goods and 5 cents a pound for books if they even take them.
Wow.
So let's say I donated this amazing piece of art that Rachel painted last night, by the way. Thought I would show that to you guys. This thing weighs what, like 3 ounces?
Yeah, maybe.
So they basically paid nothing for it, like a penny. So yeah, is that really supporting the nonprofit? Show me, throw me the bird one. Is that amazing, you guys? This is Rachel's work. Like,
yes,
this is Rachel's painting. The girl's going places. Telling you.
Hello, Vegas lady.
So yeah, so Savers, you don't see me go to Savers, but once in a very blue moon, just because every once in a while I just have to go back in the door and remind myself why I don't shop at Savers. They're sending me so many coupons right now too. I'm like,
but you know what? I have to tell you, and you people back east know what I'm saying. I'm sorry. Savers here is yicky. The ones back east are amazing because they make the best bags of junk ever. Like I have gotten so many amazing bags of Christmas ornaments, cheap, beautiful.
I know. I might have to go into a Savers this week simply because number one, I've got the coupon, and number two, because it is the time of year when they just got massive amounts of donations because of the end of the year. So but I hate it. I don't like supporting Savers. Number one, their prices are ridiculous. They've gone to self-checkout, so they've eliminated jobs.
Oh,
and they don't even provide bags. You didn't know that?
Well, because I was just back in Buffalo for the grandbaby Joni, as you all know. And I was at the Savers there. They don't have self-checkout there. So
yeah, it's coming soon. I think everything waves from the West Coast and makes its way over.
Yeah.
I think California started the trend. But yeah, so that's why. I mean, and we have 11 Goodwills here in Vegas.
That's it. It feels like 500 million.
I have 11, and that's not even counting the bins and the boutique store.
We need to do the bins.
I know. They don't let me film in the bins. That's the problem.
Can we just get like a little sneaky flower camera? Oh, we got to do something. We need to go. You know, where was I? We were in California by Pismo Beach.
I love that area.
I do too. But there was, I can't think of what little town were we in. We went into one little town. They had so many thrift stores within 2 blocks. I almost fainted in joy. Fainted in joy.
And now I'm due for another road trip up the coast.
Yeah.
That one, but I got to do it in an RV with lots of space.
That's what we need to do.
Yeah, not worry about
in
hotels.
A bed, we can take a nap.
Because when Jordan and I went, it was Jordan, Rachel, and myself, and we were headed up to Hearst Castle, and we had a pretty good sized rental car, but not nearly enough room for you know. And our main focus wasn't thrifting, but it was like that whole we've got to get checked into our hotel instead of we're in this really beautiful area. Why can't we just stay here for the night? You know, just making those off the cuff decisions. That's why I want to do an RV. You know,
gosh, I would love it. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, you inviting yourself? Can you get away for a week? Let's do it.
Yeah. As long as it's big enough to fill us up. You know what, Angels? We went to Deseret here, and unfortunately, it was not
the
good.
Deserets here are not great. Great.
What is your favorite part of it, though?
Hang on. So Joan says others film in the bins. Every state is different. Nevada is really wonky about the filming in the stores. Like I have certain stores where the managers won't give me permission. You won't see me filming in those stores. I go to the stores where they welcome me, you know, because they know what's good for their business. But the bins shuts us down. I'm like, Like, why? I don't get it. But yeah, I mean, I can go to Arizona and I can go to California and I can go just about anywhere else. And they don't say anything about filming. Nevada's just weird. They're just weird.
Yeah.
I did not film with, I know I said that like we were going to go, but no, Noah's going to go. We're working on some projects. Noah's having some issues at his work. And he's looking, it's like he hasn't been editing video for me because he's been working so much. And, you know, he gets home and he's tired and then he doesn't want to like stay up and edit video because he's got to go to work the next day, which I don't blame him. So we're kind of like back in talks about him cutting back there because they're not treating him so good. And he is a super good employee. Like I was like proud mama. Like I got there early to pick him up yesterday and he didn't know I was there. And I just kind of like a secret shock, you know, like just watching my boy and
Stalker,
oh my gosh, he was so adorable. Like, because he works with little kids on like amusement park rides and
he's a good boy.
know, and he's tucking in all their little seat belts and he's, you know, and he's like, they're crashing go-karts and he's having to risk his life and go run out there and get them straight, blowing his little whistle like, stop, you know? He made my heart swell though, because he's so awesome at his job. And even when he's clocked out, this is the thing, even when he clocks out, as we are going out the door, if there are still customers that need interaction, he's like, I'm still wearing the uniform and he is greeting people and being that employee, you know, and I'm just like, I'm so proud of him.
He's such a good boy.
So proud of him.
He's very good young man.
So they got to treat him right.
Does anybody go to ARC in Arizona? I'm not going to lie. That's a really good one.
What part of Arizona?
Kingman.
Oh, I'm sure I've been there. I just didn't know that's
50 Cent close.
I haven't been to Kingman.
We did a little quickie trip there, me and Jeffrey Parker.
It's been over a year since I've been to Kingman. I am going out to Bullhead the end of this month. No. Yes. Yes. I know. But I'm going to have Jordan with me.
She is.
Jordan's going to be here. So I want to start getting my Bullhead, Arizona trip in there on a more regular basis because
I might have to do the next one.
Those stores out there are amazing. But yeah, I'm gonna be out there. I don't get to Kingman very often. Bree, do you guys have snow this year? I remember like one of the last times I went to Kingman, I was sinking in snow, which is not my favorite thing to do. So
Medford, my brother used to live in Medford. Woo woo. He's my hippie brother.
Jordan is feeling much better. I just got off the phone with her before I went live. And yeah, she's doing much better. She had the cousin Rona again.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah. Poor girl.
Ugh.
Yeah. But she's doing okay.
Hi, Tennessee.
I
was in Tennessee. I went to Dollywood and we went to oh my gosh, the poor little place that was on fire. What's next to
in what
Pigeon
state?
Forge and
what state?
Tennessee.
Oh, on fire?
Yeah, it was on fire. Where the ski slopes are next to Pigeon Forge.
I don't know.
Pigeon Forge is where Dollywood is. Yeah, but very fun. Loved it. Ooh, Palm Springs.
Gatlinburg.
Thank you. I couldn't think of it.
There we go.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
Just ask.
I know.
They know everything. Know. I love that.
Beautiful. Tennessee is lovely.
I like Tennessee.
Yeah.
So one of my bucket list things, because a lot of
Did you ever go to Tennessee before?
Yes. I went to the Goat Show Nationals. Of course I did. Come on.
Goat Show.
Goat Show. I used to show goats. Don't laugh at me.
Of course you did.
Of course I did. That's where the name Utterly came from. Utterly Good Stuff came from my goat raising days.
Oh, I thought it's cows.
Yeah,
no, they all have udders.
No, it wasn't from cows.
So my fun little thing.
I'm telling a story.
I'm sorry.
You asked me, and I'm telling you a story. What?
Go, goat lady.
No, so a lot of you know that I was a singer in a former life. I had my own band. And so one of my bucket list items was that I got to sing on a stage in Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh my God.
I got to sing on a stage in Nashville, Tennessee. I got to fulfill that. And it was really weird because we just went to like a club. And I would never have like pursued, but my friends were all like, God, ask her to come up and sing, you know. So I got to go up and
did you guys see the footage from Danny karaokeing? She has a good voice.
Thank you.
I might scare people, but
somebody told me in my comments the other day to stop singing. I'm like,
boo.
I'll get right on that.
Boo. Oh, sing something now.
Why can't I do that on the line? Like, I don't know what to sing. It'll come to me.
Okay. All right. We'll throw.
Let's all sing like the birdies sing. Tweet, 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 tweet. Okay, that's all we can do. Otherwise, YouTube gets all weird.
So I was going to say my fun little thing, I guess. So she was the goat herder. My family was all involved in roller derby.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Actually, you know, my roller derby name is Mama Chops because my daughter was called Lamb Chop. She was on a team. We were back in Buffalo. We were involved in a big league in Buffalo, and I got to travel with our travel team all over the U.S. So many exciting places. Yay to roller derby people. If you've never seen it, you should go see. It's lovely supporting your local tiny sport.
If anybody's worried about me being mean to Kari, the girl can take care of herself.
Yes, I can.
Trust me.
Yes. Very fun.
Roller derby was my thing in grade school. That's my mother.
School. Oh,
so that's a fact I didn't even know.
Wow. Excellent, Darlene. Yay.
Yeah.
And Rebecca. Thank you. Thank you.
Mikey's saying pics, and I'm going to add on to that. Pics or it didn't happen.
Oh, I do.
See,
well, you know what? My phone is charging. Mary,
that's what you put on your Instagram, you know?
All you loves. There is a local team out here in Vegas, and my husband was a coach back in Buffalo, and he actually was going to coach them. But unfortunately, oh my gosh, so they have a roller derby conference here every year, which is absolutely amazing. And oh my gosh, so much fun. So much fun. But anyway, so the local team used to be Sin City Roller Girls. Used to be the name of them, and their team ended up splitting. I don't know what happened. Unfortunately, ladies get together sometimes and they fight and things split. So they used to have a huge league, and it literally is down to only about 10 players left.
Oh,
now.
wow.
And they practice outdoor in the summer here.
Of course.
What are you crazy? How are they doing it outside at 115? Oh! Yeah. So, but very fun. I don't know.
Yeah. I ice skated.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Did you jump?
So, okay, another funny story.
Knocked myself unconscious almost.
So my mom got me figure skating lessons. I took lessons. I did the little, the little frou-frou costumes. Where, bare legs. You didn't wear a helmet. You didn't do any of that stuff. And well, there's certain maneuvers when you start doing them, they can cause some serious bodily harm.
No.
Yeah.
Falling on hard ice?
Yeah. Mine was a flying camel.
Oh.
Which is where you're like one leg behind you going forward like this. Yeah. My skate hit a chunk in the ice and I went, and I wore glasses.
Was that the end of your career?
That was the end of my figure skate. Well, really what was the end of it was that my mom said I could no longer wear my expensive glasses while I was skating. Oh. Yeah. And sorry, Mom, I got to tell a story. Then the replacements were really super ugly, the cheap glasses, and I wouldn't do it. I'm like, so then a few years goes by, and as a young adult, I was in my 20s, I took up ice hockey.
Good for you. Do you know how many people in roller derby played ice hockey?
Yeah.
Because it's similar. You have to know how to.
Yeah. So I converted because now you're fully padded. You're, it still hurts, but you're not breaking stuff as much.
True.
And I played on a co-ed league, which was really fun because the guys were intimidated by the girls on the league.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And they wouldn't treat us like
they don't know how to hit you. They don't want
exactly, which was a huge advantage.
Same thing in roller derby because there's co-ed teams.
Yeah.
And Melissa, are you near Rideau? my little Melissa baby doll, Canadian love bug. That, if you are, I'm
Pics
gonna
of that also. I don't
fall
even know if
over.
there's any pics that exist
Yeah.
of that. I
Yeah.
really don't, because there was no social media back then. There wasn't, let me
No.
take a picture.
Yeah.
Pictures literally had to be taken on a film camera.
I got pictures of roller derby, but I'll have to share those later.
But yeah, people just say, where's all the well, yeah, we didn't really get digital cameras until, I can tell you exactly when it was. It was 2000, like 2001, 2002 is when digital cameras actually started becoming a thing and people could take more pictures. Before that,
cell phones.
Cell phones were around in the late 90s, but they were the bricks. They were the I had one of those Miami Vice bricks, man. That was cool. That was cool,
wow.
man. Remember, okay, the very first fidget spinner was the antenna on your cell phone.
Oh.
You remember that? Come on.
No.
You didn't play with
I had the little Motorola guy.
Okay, who played with the antenna on their cell phone? Just to fidget. Let's see.
Yay, Jean Gadecki. Yay.
What are you yaying?
She was in Buffalo last week.
Oh.
Sorry, go ahead. All right,
No,
who did that? Yeah.
Oh, Jeannie. Jeannie's a roller skater.
Woo woo.
We have a roller skating rink not too far from
here.
Hi,
Marcy. Town of Tonawanda is my gig.
I threatened to take the kids roller skating.
Oh, Jeffrey Parker would go. He's a good skater.
Yeah.
He coached hockey. His son was in hockey and he coached hockey, but then he had refereed. I'm not going to tell you his name because it's inappropriate on here because some of the roller derby names may be inappropriate. But he was the head referee for our league and a coach. And oh my gosh, he's a great skater.
Yeah, cell phones, 2002, big suckers. Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were. But you were cool if you had one.
Yeah.
We bought what year was it? I want to say it was in like a 1997 or a 1998 Mercedes. And it was fully.
Did it have the phone in it?
Yes, it had the phone in it, and it had a GPS thing and everything. And you have to imagine that back in that time, that
James
was
Bond.
so state of the art. Like that was so advanced to have that stuff. You know.
Oh my gosh, do you remember the phone that we found in the suitcase?
No.
On one of our trips, we found a phone in a suitcase. You remember?
Oh.
The suitcase phone.
That's right.
I don't know.
That's right.
Hilarious.
Like the super secret open the case one.
Oh. A bag phone.
A bag phone.
Yeah.
Like, exactly. Like where isn't it amazing how far we've advanced?
Oh, Karen had that Mercedes.
Yeah, right. It was a good Mercedes.
Oh my god.
That was a solid car.
Funny.
Like it was amazing. We got it, very used. We bought it in 2000 and I want to say 2015. And I think it only had like 75,000 miles on it.
Wow.
I mean, it was kept pristine. It was such a cool car for a while.
Yeah.
And then when things started going wrong, it was like, how much to fix that?
Yeah.
Oh,
unfortunately.
We're trading this in.
Unfortunately, yeah. I had a Pacer like Wayne's World, only I didn't have the darn dispenser of licorice. Maxwell Smart. Yes, I remember Flash Gordon. Flash. Whoa.
Oh, we had it in 2014. Okay, so maybe it was a little. I'm losing track of time. I mean, so I just celebrated a big anniversary, which was what?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Which was becoming a single mom in 2007. No, yes, 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, 5 years. 5 years I've had the remote all to myself.
Oh, I was single mom for a long time.
But and
like 15.
The thing about it is I spent my entire life thinking that I couldn't do it alone, that I needed somebody to do whatever. Like, oh, it must be getting an Amazon delivery.
Ooh,
the dogs are going nuts.
Oh boy.
Yeah. And so for me, it's a really big deal to have now reached 5 years where I didn't need to just go and fill that spot, and I hope that empowers some of you who might be feeling like, I know I have a lot of viewers out there, may never say anything in the chat, but because I work in the domestic violence industry, and I help those women, a lot of you stay in relationships because you feel like there isn't life outside that relationship. And I want to tell you, there's so much life outside that relationship.
Here's a lovely.
I needed to say that.
I always say when I became a single mom, I dropped 225 pounds. Excellent.
I dropped more than that. Just saying.
Yeah. Unfortunately for me, mine was a domestic violence situation.
Yeah. Well,
and
same. Yeah.
Seriously, anybody is in that situation and wants to message us, please. I actually did volunteer work after I was divorced for 3 years, where I would go to emergency rooms in the middle of the night and help victims of domestic violence and sexual assault.
It isn't just physical. It isn't just
mental.
Physical. This is what my foundation is about, is helping those women. In my situation, I had been married for nearly 23 years. I didn't have any career. I mean, everything I did was prior to getting married. So I'm on my own. What am I going to do to make money? Nobody wants to hire an almost 50-year-old. No, I was 50 years old. I was 50. Nobody wants to hire a 50-year-old woman with no job experience for anything more than an entry-level position, which doesn't pay the bills. So that is why I took the reselling world and just said, this is it. This is what I got to do. And
it's amazing because you know how it is when your kids are little and you're by yourself. Good luck finding daycare that's not thousands of dollars.
A whole nother story.
You can do it all from home. You can get your kids involved like she does.
Yeah. And I always start getting the comments like, me too, me too, me too. And there are so many of us out there. And that's really who I want to lift up and help, is anyone who's feeling hopeless and feeling like you got to, stay in either a bad situation or stay in a bad situation as a single mom or a single person who doesn't feel like you can ever raise above whatever income level you're at. I'm here to tell you, you absolutely can.
You can do it.
And Kari is also an inspiration that there's really good guys out there after the fact, because her hubby is amazing.
He is fabulous.
Yeah.
You need some work done, call me. Volunteer him constantly to do jobs, i.e. our friends that had the baby this week. I'm like, can you come over to their house and build their baby furniture? Well, it's IKEA furniture. And if you have that experience.
We're going to IKEA to get Rachel a new desk. I may be calling you.
Okay. Oh, boy.
We might be going there.
He made up some new cuss words.
No. Well, let's not go there.
Well, no, not on here. I wouldn't tell you what they are, but I'm just saying every time he builds something, there's new words that I'm like, wow. Like Christmas Story with the dad in the basement. That's building IKEA furniture.
Kim, what state are you in? Because those are the kind of organizations that I work with here. Because I don't just take everyone who messages me. Unfortunately, I just can't do that. I use other nonprofits who work with these women to kind of screen who's ready, because you have to be ready. You guys know this isn't easy. So you have to be in a place where you're going to be able to move forward into the work. In Tennessee. Okay. Well, you know what? When we go national,
I'll
be letting you guys know. We just got to get official for, oh my gosh, the insanity of paperwork and bureaucracy.
Yeah, but you're right. Once
bureaucracy.
I love it. Anything to help.
Okay. So we're look at, now it goes fast with you.
I know.
So here's what I want to do, because we all know that if you proclaim something either out loud or in writing or to others, you are more likely to keep yourself accountable and do it. So I will go first and make my public proclamations to you all, but I want you guys all to share with one another your goals for 2022 over there in the chat. If you're watching on the replay and you've made it to this far, put them down in the comments. I would love to hear what 2022 has in store for you. What are you going to make happen? Because really that's what it's all about. We got to make stuff happen.
We got to make stuff happen.
So here's some of my things.
Oh, that's
some of my things. So Kari already kind of knows these.
I do.
I am going to be opening something. It's still a flex project, something that is going to be reseller friendly and support my local reselling community so that hopefully one day I can expand to other places and help other reselling communities. But I want to do this in the first part of 2022 and get the business out of my home.
Oh, get it out of your house.
So my children can have their house back. And the other reason is so that I am not tempted to just start working. I do that. I'm like, I'll be watching TV and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, you know what? I could be doing blah, 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 blah. And I go up and I'm like 3 hours later, I
tell her all the time.
I know. I got to stop that. Well, we did. And then another thing is we started this last night. Sunday nights are now my family's game night. We were doing family game night. We started last night, so that was really fun.
Excellent.
I'm also going to read 15 minutes a day minimum.
Wow. What are you reading?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
I got to start.
That's okay.
But wow. I mean, there's a lot of business books that I've like picked up, I've started, and I've never finished. So there's a book called, and I showed it to you guys, I think a couple weeks ago. It's called The One Thing.
Oh,
that's going to be my first one.
Excellent.
Because it's about focusing on what that thing is you want to accomplish. And I also want to get my eBay back up and running. Enough's enough.
Yeah.
I need to practice what I preach. I mean, let's be serious. You guys are all thinking it. Like, do it.
I like it.
So Abby, those are mine. What are
I want Abby to send her kids over to my house. Abby was on here saying she's going to get her toddlers. She's going to teach her toddlers to give back massages and make coffee. I'm like, send them on over, Abby. I love that.
Nice. I love it. You guys are all proclaiming over there. Okay. What's yours, Kari?
Oh my God. This is the first year I never really thought of one. I'm not going to lie. Normally I try to have one and then half the time, you know how it goes. You stop fulfilling it at some point. So I want to try to I just need to get out and get walking a little more, do a little more exercise. I'm trying to, when we do our shop-a-thons, one touch with all my items in my house, because like Danny, I have the antique mall, I sell on Facebook, blah, blah, blah. I need to do a one touch and be done with it. Bring it in, tag it right away, blah, whatever. Very tiny. And then the other thing is I just want so, again, I know that there was abuse in my, with the ex-husband and stuff, and my current husband is lovely. I'm not a man hater. Not like that at all. So one of my goals this year is I want to have my husband understand more how much I appreciate him. Aww. I try to do a little appreciation thing in the morning, like every morning on my drive over to this lovely lady's house, and just a little mantra of how much I appreciate what I have, how lucky I am to have lovely friends, boop, boop, and a great husband and family. And now I have my little baby Joni, and just more appreciation for those around me.
I just got to tell you, because you're such an inspiration to me, because you live life. You just live life. You
don't make me cry. She makes me cry.
It's like Fridays. What you see with this woman is like who she is. She just lives like, and she's never not there for me. Like I have a bad day. She is the sister I never had.
See the back.
Because we can, we don't even really squabble, but we can squabble.
No, we never squabble.
I'm never afraid of like, oh no, you're never going to talk to me again. I'm like, yeah. No. And like I said, we have differences of opinion and we different views on things, and it's okay.
It is okay.
Yeah.
Again, I'll just knock her out if I don't like it.
She will. Like sisters, right? Like
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So no, really, like you just live life, and I love that about you.
Mushy.
All right. And Melissa's like, don't cry, then I'll cry. Practicing thankfulness. Can I just speak on that,
yes.
Ellery? That is one of the big changes I made a couple years ago because I come from a very negative background. My entire upbringing was, it starts like with my grandmother and probably her generations of worry and anxiety and thinking the worst is going to happen and thinking the worst has happened and feeling like a victim of things. And a couple years ago, I really got deep into like, I am too old, to be living life miserable.
It's true.
Yes.
I did the same thing too. The decision. And you don't have to force yourself to be happy, but you can choose.
And it is a choice. And it is very
choice.
much is a choice. And a lot of people get upset when they hear that. Like they're saying, oh yeah, it's not that easy to just switch. No, it's not easy. I will. It's not. You literally are carving a new path in your brain. And that it's like digging a hole in some really dry, hard dirt. For lack of a better term. But you know what? If you keep working at it and working at it, and pretty soon you have a channel and you can go as deep as you want. And it gets easier the farther you go. Unless you're in Vegas and there's that caliche rock, and then that's a whole other thing. But you know what I'm saying? So it's truly a training of the brain. And the reason I wanted to point out that is it is sometimes the first step is as simple as writing down every single day 3 things you are grateful for. Do it. It's an exercise. I don't care if it's the same 3 things every day, but what you are doing is you've got your little shovel. And you're
and Bougie's
really?
Flying.
Where are you? Get over here. And you are training your brain. I have to rescue a bird. You want to go rescue a bird?
I'll rescue.
You rescue a bird. Hi. Make her come to you, though. We're teaching her to come over.
Bougie.
Come on. There you go. You like Kari. Bougie likes Kari. So train your brain. So if you are stuck in anxiety and some negativity and depression and all of those things, start doing that. Get a little journal. I have one sitting right here, and either do it in the morning or do it in the evening. Make it part of your ritual. Write down 3 things you're grateful for and celebrate your wins. I cannot stress this enough. I don't care if it is, I got out of bed today. If that's all it is, celebrate it. If it's, hey, I put makeup on, celebrate it. Celebrate your wins. Because you can build on that, and it's self-motivating, especially in this industry where we're working in our houses without the social interaction. You have to celebrate your wins. You have to pat yourself on the back. That is not a bad thing. That is a good thing. So I'm just going to put that out there. Faith, not fear. I live that. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Awesome, darling.
So the last thing I'm going to say is, you might see the wall behind me is blank. I moved my picture downstairs. It was just a little too busy for up here. I don't know if I'm not loving how I've got my little thing set up over there. We'll see how that goes.
A little fixie going on.
But what I can tell you is, if you've been watching the videos, I have been collecting letters as I find them. And pretty soon I'm going to have some words up there on that wall.
We're going to be playing Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah. You going to be my Vanna?
Yeah.
All right.
Bougie is. What are you doing?
Behind you. Trying to get back to you. Come here. Come here. No. Why do you? Then she tries to bite when we try to.
Okay, she's biting my back.
Let her just climb. She'll climb up on your back.
Come on.
Just there you go.
Maybe.
Come on.
Don't pinch me.
Come on.
Right?
Come on.
Right?
Oh my goodness.
I know.
Little bird stealing the show here.
Yes.
All right, you guys, I so appreciate you being here today, and I hope you will come back. I am scheduling some very exciting guests for the month of January. That's another thing I will be doing.
Okay,
yes.
Bougie, you heard.
Some people that you know, and that you're going to get some real cool nuggets of wisdom in this reselling business with. So
Excellent.
Can't announce until I know for sure what dates and everything's locked in, but you don't want to miss it. I guarantee you don't want to miss it. And would you guys like me to have Kari come back again? let me know in the comments. Of course, you're not going to say no when she's sitting here.
I'm watching
They can tell me later in the comments. No, don't have that
Get
crazy woman
I know.
on. No, so many of you love the videos with Kari in it, and I appreciate the cool comments.
Yes, I do too.
Yeah,
Thank you so
yeah.
much, everybody, for all the love. My Canadians, I love you. You know that because I need some Swiss Chalet, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay, so tomorrow's video. Let me just tell you what I did.
Oh.
This is only one of the receipts. Oh, there you come. I have 2 receipts because I went 2 days. I filmed pretty extensively on the first day. I didn't film so much on the second day, so I'm going to have to do some kind of a little haul thing. So maybe I'll do the haul next week. But here's my receipt. Let me just show you. Let me just show you how much I spent. Oh. Yes, can you guys see that? I don't know if it's blurry. Yes, that really says $1,022.37.
I was laughing. Okay.
And I spent.
Can you see
Come here.
Boucher?
You like her hair, huh?
Yeah,
Oh,
she likes it. Oh,
you're all
yeah.
stuck in her hair.
Okay.
Ah.
Ouch.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
Bougie.
And I spent $300 the first day, and then I went and I did my homework, and then I went back.
Wait a
in
minute.
month.
And what else did you do while you were there?
And I helped Kari
She fixed my booth up.
magicked her booth, but I didn't film it, so
No, you didn't.
now they're going to be
film
upset
that.
because I didn't film
I
it.
know. I'm sorry.
But the video tomorrow, you will see pretty extensively Kari's booth, and you can just use the same email if you see something you want. She'll
Yes.
hey.
Oh, okay. Bougie.
That's not good.
Yeah,
We're
see?
eating my
Bougie.
sequins off of my.
Okay, there we go.
You're being a bad bird. Come here.
Come on, Bougie.
Stop biting.
Here we go. Okay. Oh, Bougie,
Oh.
you're
Oh,
caught.
you're stuck. Oh my goodness.
Bougie.
There we go.
Okay, Bougie said
I have
no to me.
sequins on my sweater. and
Bougie
she's
said
eating.
no.
Okay.
Come on.
I think it's time to wrap this thing up.
There
Oh
we
my
go.
goodness. All right, everyone. You have a fantastic first week of 2022, first week of January.
Kiss,
Everybody,
kiss.
it's inventory time.
Oh.
Know what you got for your taxes stuff. That's my big project this week. And with that, go be profitable and
Make it
fun.
fun.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.